Grand final time in India. Who is going to be the best team from India heading towards the World Championship? On the left side, you have S8UL Esports with Slowbro, Chandelure, Glaceon, Adigos, and a Blastoise. On the right side of Esports, who comes from the winner bracket with Zoroark, a Clefable, Mime, Sylveon, and Talonflame. Again, going for the no defender team comp that we saw before as well already. And yeah, it's going to be a best of 3. No bracket resets. Whoever wins this best of 3 is going to be champion. There's no winner bracket advantage in Asia, apparently. Or in India or in Asia in general, there's no winner bracket advantage. So whoever wins this best of 3 is going to be the champion. Can F Esports continue what they did in the winner bracket final with their very fancy team comp? Mr. Mime, Talonflame, no defender. S8UL Esports team comp looks very scary. Very, very scary, very solid. Double frontline as well again. They get Slowbro and Blastoise. Very good backline Pokemon with Glaceon and Chandelure, so my bets should be on S8UL Esports if I would bet on this game. But, you know, FS Esports has made it this far playing these team comps, so they know something we don't know. Or might going for some free stacks right here. This time not playing the Buzzwole, but playing Blastoise instead. And he's going to try to stack up. Can he win this last hit against the Talonflame is the question. Looking for the Water Gun, and he doesn't quite get it. Acrobatics is going to be enough. And Scare gets this last hit right now. Has the eject button away to safety. He was scared of the Clefable. Looking for this last hit right here, and this time they get it, at least with the basic attack after the Water Gun. Secure that for S8UL Esports. Snorri heading towards top path for this first gank. Up against a Zoroark, so has to be a bit careful at least. Make sure he doesn't get instantly engaged on by the feint attack. Also advantage for the Zoroark right here. And he goes in now with the feint attack, but gets kind of stunned by the head, by the Skull Bash. And the Water Gun goes in for the feint attack, doing a lot of damage now. Talonflame also trying to do some damage. But S8UL Esports is able to sustain through it. There's another feint attack going in. Feint attack, but he gets stunned again by the Squirtle. And the Squirtle with those early game stuns is able to outplay the Zoroark and get the first KO of the game. 11 to 9 points. Were fully done again by All Might. And Skybash back out, looking for the next last hit with the... no, he has Water Spout. It feels so bad being a level 5 Wartortle. Just having that Water Spout, which is absolutely nothing for last hitting. And you just have to make it to level 7 without really having any impact on the game. Feels quite bad. I don't know if they could make anything better for Water Spout being used outside of Rapid Spin, because it just feels so bad to have on level 5. Talonflame going in, Acrobatics back out, should be gaining enough distance of the Flame Charge. And he just flaps his wings back to the right side. Mr. Mime again. Currently being alone on bot path. With that Confusion build. I'm not sure if he had a Sword Vest this time around. Snorri already level 7.5. Badger also very close to level 7. Is going to get the Imprison very soon. Oh, Mr. Mime running around. 21 points. Picks up a berry. Now we have the Exatorius one already happening in 10 seconds, but Scared trying to defend this only to right here, but Zoroark is running in, looking for the feint attack, but a Skybash out into the eject button, gets All Might instantly to safety, but nice feint attack across Adigos, takes on the Adigos, and All Might also might just be falling in the end Skybash, but he's going to wait out for the feint attack, very smart by Blair. He was waiting first to see if the Skybash happens, and then he would use his feint attack to make sure it doesn't get dodged away from. Very patient by Blair to make sure they get those KOs. First goal broken for FS Esports now, and they're going to start working on this Regieleki. Meanwhile, S8UL Esports is going for the Regirock already at half HP. But they don't really have good secure for it, so except for Overheat, Glaceon's going to pick up the Mr. Mime as well. And, wait, Regieleki. No, Regieleki was taken. I thought it was stolen away somehow, but the messages happened at the same time. Regieleki secured. Regirock secured by S8UL Esports, and they're going to look for the push on Telekinesis, going to land onto the Sylveon, who doesn't have Unite Move anymore. So has to be a bit careful. Gravity's doing stuck, and there's now Zoroark engaging. He finds the Unite Move onto Chandelure, and they're going to take down the attacker Pokemon. Also diving onto Adigos, and I think Slowbro is also going to fall. Gets confused into the barrier. Feint attack is enough damage, but he's still sustaining right now. Oh, Talonflame flying in. Now 1 HP as well gets taken down in the end by the Slowbro. But man, that Slowbro living for so long. And now 31 more points go in for Zoroark on the spot goal. Overheat damage doing a lot, but not quite to get any KOs. And now we have 197 points for FS Esports against the 55 of S8UL Esports. And yeah, so FS looking good again with their fancy team comp. I always like seeing, like, under, you know, team comps you usually don't really see much do well. It's just nice. It's fun to see. All Might getting taken down. Not even level 9 yet. And they're able to take down the top path player And keep him in check for now. He's going to respawn. He's going to take the top left indies. He's going to get to level 9. But then they have to start looking for those team fights to come back into this game. Snowy is doing quite well though. Almost level 11. Again, this Glacian, of course, doing a lot of damage in these team fights. So it's going to be a bit of a... How does LS call it in League of Legends? The LOL state, where nothing is happening. The LOL state. Where nothing happens for quite a while. Because neither team really has to do anything. 15 seconds for the Reggie to spawn. We have now Soy going though for the push onto the skull. Mime is going to counter Ignite move in onto the Glacian. He's going to hit 3 members into the confusion, but he just gets taken down by the Chandelier laser. Gets obliterated, but Sylveon doing a lot as well right now. This team fight is absolutely crazy. 3 members are down now on the in general. But Talonflame just flies away on 1 HP. Makes out alive. It's a 2-for-1 in the end only. And also Esports is starting to go for this Regice. But they don't really have a DPS Pokemon right now with them, because both attackers went down in this fight to the Zoroark. Blastoise with a rapid spin. Does still has Unite move up. Could look for something right now, but probably he waits until the Regice is a bit low in HP, but no, he goes for Unite move now. It reject button, hits 3 members, but Sylveon barely gets away, but Mr. Mime is not as lucky. Gets taken down. Fly now going looking for the last hit, but he's just a bit too late, and our Scare might also just be falling right here. Telekinesis is going to connect. Talonflame taken down. 2 KOs for S8UL Esports. Could be the comeback right now. Feint Attack's going to miss. Lots of damage coming down from Snowy. And they're going to break this goal right now. And now they're only 60 points behind. So pretty much just straight up back into this game for S8UL Esports after this team fight. They did lose the initial team fight, but they won the second one. Thanks to Blastoise still having Ignite move up in the end. And now Chandelier is level 12. Highest in the game with the Zoroark on the right side as well. Fly goes up. Fly goes down. Regieleki is the next objective that could be contested. Question is either team going to go for it. We have still a Glacier Unite move that can be used. Mime. Everyone who has Unite move up random could still use it one more time, so there could be one entire team fight right here. Slowbro walking forward, doesn't have Unite move itself. Berserk could be caught right here, has to use the car mine to run away, get some move speed, gets enough distance as well. Blast is going very deep right now, but Glacier already caught out of position. Zoroark now diving in, Fly goes up, Gravity is being put down, there's a Chandelier laser, but Talonflame gets obliterated. Telekinesis lands onto Mr. Mime, into the surf. 3 KOs so for S8UL Esports. FS Esports just couldn't find the damage onto the Chandelier, diving it through the Edigos, through those double defender. And now the Regieleki might just be taken for the side of S8UL Esports, and this gets stolen away. Hyper Voice can't quite reach, because he gets stunned by the telekinesis. And now Sylveon is also going to fall. Surf comes down into the Imprison. Fly is back already, but he has to be careful. He's going to Unite move them, scoop up 2 members of S8UL Esports, but still 2 defender players. Those are the Pokemon you do not want to scoop up. And he gets taken down. Ooh, but he tried. That was a good attempt, but it was in the end not enough. Slowbro trying to score some points, taken down by the Zoroark as well. And these games are very action-packed. Very, very action-packed. 250 for FS Esports, 209 for S8UL. Very, very close game. But I would say team fighting again, in the end, is in favor for S8UL Esports. They for sure have the better team fighting, but... yeah, I mean, Hyper Voice Sylveon kind of gets outscaled. Talonflame is alright in late game team fights, but nothing too crazy. Up against a Blastoise, Slowbro, Glaceon, Chandelier, Edigos. Those are very insane team fight Pokemon. They have to, again, maybe look for some backcapping. Look for a Rayquaza Steel. Those are the best options, I would say, for FS Esports in this game right now. Telekinesis lands onto this, onto Mr. Mime. Looks like Zoroark is looking for the flank right now. Which, I mean, a flank could work as well if they're not ready for it. If they get flanked from 2 sides by the Speedsters onto the Glaceon. That's their main priority. Story building up those ice crystals. Doing lots of damage. But right now, FS Esports is getting poked out by the overheat, by the Ice Spear. Edigos just trying to hack its attacker Pokemon. And Mime is looking for the engage right now onto the backline. Can he find the engage onto Snowy? But there's a Blastoise in there to instantly swipe here for the attacker carries. And I think FS Esports just have no chance in this team fight. Yeah, they don't. They have to go for the last hit onto Ray now. Talonflame still around as well. They're going to try to lock him down with the Slowbro Unite. 3 members down now for FS Esports. Zoroark is diving in. Can they take him down? Unite move is there, but he doesn't get it. Water Spout secures the Rayquaza for S8UL Esports. And that should be the first game. As I mentioned, they just don't have chance in team fights. They don't. So, yeah. So it takes the first game, and we head into the second one. Draft for game number 2, we have on the left side now Lapras, Zoroark, Gardevoir, Edigos, and Snorlax. This time FS Esports looks very normal. Frontline, good late game carry as well. On the right side, we have All Might again, bringing out the Buzzwole with a Clefable, Chandelure, Trevenant, and a Delphox. So S8UL Esports now wants to close out this grand final off of All Might's Buzzwole. And I was about to say, why is the Clefable running towards center area? But it's a Zora. Looked kind of funny for a second. And I mean, FS Esports this time, now they have 2 defender Pokemon. So last game they didn't play a single defender Pokemon, now this time they have 2. We have again the Trevenant Delphox bot path, which again I'm not a big fan of, but I mean, it for sure works. But I'm not the biggest fan of this. And now Might is getting 3 stacks right on this early game. Because Adigos is invading. So this time they're just letting All Might get 3 stacks and a free level 5 almost. Ooh, this could bite them back. They were able to keep the Buzzwole in check. No, it was a different team, right? With that rep of Adigos. But if S goes for a different strategy, and now All Might's only level 5. And Lapras is only level 3 because it didn't even win last citizens against Clefairy. So Adigos went for the invade, gets the rep of away to keep the Chandelure from level 5. But now this Buzzwole is so strong in this early game already that, yeah, I mean, it could be All Might again taking over in this game. Blair's going in with a feint attack. Has to be careful though, gets stunned by the candle. So yeah, Chandelure is not level 5 quite yet, but it's gonna evolve right here because Altarias are won by S8UL Esports of this level 5 Buzzwole. Looking for the next superpower right here. Lapras does have enough distance away though from it. And will not be going down. Ooh, nice ice shot there to stop another superpower from going down as well. Almost level 6 already. Almost level 6 already. 9 more points to me going in. Superpower. Now it's going to try to get those 9 points in, and we do so with the help of Clefable also being on the goal. Snorlax on bot path again. The Delphox and Tree are struggling a tiny bit, but not too much. It's quite fine right now. 11, 13, 27 points might go in, but Berserk will get interrupted. And All Might gets another 5 points in. Looking for level 7. And after he gets the smackdown, it's going to be so scary playing against this Buzzwole. Zorak also getting taken down. Looking for an invade. Gets punished for it. Scare has to take a rep buff now to actually get to level 5. He's already almost more than 2 levels behind of the Buzzwole. So that is not looking good for FS Esports. Look at how high level this Buzzwole is. Lapras now barely hitting level 5. Oh man. Not good news if you're an FS Esports fan. Then we're also heading towards top path now. They're going to try to go for this Altaria right here to even deny the Lapras even more right now. And he has to be careful now. You can get superpowered smackdown quite easily. And going up very aggressive, but Zorak is here as well. Can they take down the Buzzwole? Camera going towards bot path. So we don't see what's happening top. There we go. They're back to top lane. Buzzwole does get away for now. Lapras dropping low on HP. And the Altaria down. A lot of overheat damage going on to this Lapras right now. Can they start taking down All Might? Just looking for the bunny. Finds the superpower onto Adigos, into the smackdown. Adigos falls. And again, the camera just goes away in the moment where the KO happens. But at least we still see it happening anyways. On the minimap, I guess. Zorak gets a nice KO onto the Clefable. To make it a 1-for-1 at least. And we have now Trevenant and Delphox working on this Regice. Can Snorlax steal it away? Heavy Slam can actually have good last hitting. But Heavy Slams onto opponents instead. And there's Zorak coming in! He just bought time for Zorak to make it with a feint attack. And FE Esports steals away the Reggie. Just barely. Oh my god. And they also get the Regieleki. Right now, FS Esports winning both objectives at the same time, getting it. Regieleki also walking in with a nice overcap, and now they're back in the game instantly already again. So, winning top and bot path at the same time. Now you can be happy again if you're an FS Esports fan. This game just turned around in just 10 seconds. It just completely turned on its head. 30 points also going for Snorlax. Put them to 152 points. Lapras also level 9 now. Same level as Buzzwole, who's about to hit level 10, but still. At least they're on the same level right now. Gardevoir level 10. So, straight up with a big lead now. Also 100 points on top of it. Laser's going to go miss of Snowy. Was looking for some KOs. Couldn't quite find them. And yeah. Is either team gonna look for a push right here? It's quite risky, of course. It's a 4v4 against bot right now, but nothing is really up. But Chandelure can take blue buff, can take red buff again. Just cycle through your buffs, get that experience in. And I don't know who has better late game team fighting. I think it's quite close this game. Both teams have very good late game team fighting. I can't really put it onto either team, I would say. It's very difficult for Zorak to play against the Gravity and the Trevenant in late game though, so Zorak has to have a good performance in those late game team fights. Also imprisoned, Woodhammer, Gravity is very difficult. Channel, no, Buswell getting Doper now, but he's going to smack down the Zorak in the 1v3. FS Esports trying to go for a second goal push, but All Might is here, and he's able to save the goal and also get 2 KOs with the help of his team coming in. And now FS Esports got some points in there at least, but not really out too much. Lapras are going to Ignite Blueprint looking for the wave. Only's going to hit on Buswell. Regice has also spawned up now. Smackdown away, Blair being caught as well. Fire Spin's doing connect, and Zorak is getting taken down. Superpower into the Smackdown. Does he have the Smackdown? There's the Smackdown. Builds up the muscle gauge again into another Superpower. But Lapras is still alive right now. Lapras doesn't go down, but finally does fall in the end to the hands of Buswell. Another Superpower into the Smackdown. And there we go. There's the 11 Buswell just having so many more Superpowers than before. One of the biggest power spikes a character can get in this game is level 11 for the Buswell. It allows him for so many more stuns, so much more damage. Hornish goes in. Gardevoir Knight's going to miss onto the but it's going to be enough to take the Regice down. I mean, he was aiming for the Regice. If he gets Trevenant in as well, would have been bonus. And FS Esports again, they get both objective at the same time. They get Regieleki and they get the bot Reggie as well. While S8UL Esports might even lose a member right here. Trevenant is going to fall eventually. Fire Spin, Fire Blast. He's going to get Eldegoss. He's going to get Eldegoss. And now Buswell is here as well. He's going to take down 1. He's going to take down 2. Lapras has to use Unite Move to escape from this Superpower onto the Snorlax, but has the Unstoppable to get away from now. Wait, what was that Smackdown? Onto the Lapras, picks up an Unstoppable target, which means no one gets thrown. But now the fight is still breaking out. Defox Knight onto the goal. They're going to look for the Snorlax, and they can take him down. Buswell Unite flies up into the air, looking for the Superpower onto Gardevoir, actually. Who just walked into it, and now All Might is stuck in the Flux Storm, but Seam is going to break it. He's going to eject button forward. He's going to take down the Gardevoir as well with an aggressive eject button. Goes back, Eldegoss is down, Zorak is down, and also Esports is only 16 points behind. And Buswell about to hit level 13 as the first Pokemon in this game. There's All Might again, popping off on the Buswell deck we saw in the loser bracket final. And also Esports on their way to maybe make it to 0, of course. There's still 240 to go. Snowy also level 13. If Soul has lead into this late game team fight, I think they for sure have a small advantage. 30 seconds to go for the double time. Both teams just farming up right now for this final fight. And I mean, these fights have been very close in the last 2 minutes, so very hard to call who's going to take this one. Neither Regis are going to be up in time. Scare still looking for level 13. Doesn't quite there yet, but if he gets these Atari on top, he might hit level 13. Blair also looking for backup right here, but Chengdu is around. Oh, if he gets caught in prison right there, it could be lights out for the Zorak. He's going to go in for 30 points low, but Chengdu is going to go into the Zorak now. Does he get taken down? He gets barely away. Might have to use a full heal though to escape. And that full heal is still a cooldown that you just get for free, which is a win. Doesn't matter what. Because now he might be caught. Now he can't use it for the next Gravity or the next Imprison. So it's going to be down for the team fight. But just engaging onto Lapras right now. Forced to use Unite move. But gets knocked out by the Bubble Beam. Can they take down All Might? Oh my god, he gets a superpower from the Feint attack. How did he do that? He catches Zorak mid-air. And then he's going to live and they're going to take down Lapras. What? All Might Smackdown now onto the Eldegoss, into the superpower. Eldegoss also taken down. 2 members now down of FS Esports. Fire Spin. Smackdown onto Snorlax, double KO. And now it's all down to this, to the Gardevoir, who's literally on 1 HP right now. Defox Giant onto the Rayquaza. Berserk looking for Snorri. Does he have enough damage to take him? So yes, he does, but he's going to go down to the burn as well. Rayquaza low HP. No one is around. Lapras trying to get back in time. But Rayquaza picked up by the Buswell. And S8UL Esports, they're going to claim Ray. They're going to walk towards the left side. They're going to try to score points. And can they actually score points though? There's some going in right here. 76, going to put S8UL into the lead. And now 100 points will go in for the Deadbox as well. With only 45 seconds to go. 130 point lead. Might not be quite over yet, but I think Trevenant should make it as well. There's the Hornleech into the cap. And yes, he gets it as well. And that probably is going to be game. Just a best of 3 grand final, but it's also a bracket reset. So now, S8UL Esports, they have to win another best of 3 to be the champions of India. So we have on the right side, Clefabus, Slowbro, Buswell for All Might again, Mew and Glaceon. For the right side, and for FS Esports we have Lapras, Zorak, Gardevoir, and Eldegoss, and another Mr. Mime. S8UL Esports are looking great after winning the first best of 3 in this final with a 2-0. And now FS Esports have to find a way to come back into this grand final. But again, they have full chances, so complete reset now again. Whoever wins this best of 3 is going to take it home for India and is going to be the first seed for the World Championship. Which, I mean, both teams, of course, want to be, because I think the first team also gets travel rewards and the second team doesn't. So this is not just only like a $10,000 difference, it's even more, because one team gets a paid trip towards Japan and the other one has to pay it off their own pockets. So it's a lot of money on the line in this grand final. And of course, pride as well. You want to be the best team. You want to win the championship. Of course, All Might already going in. Very insane Buswell player. Goes in with a face stinger, takes on the Adigos. And All Might already tries to start where he stopped this entire day at just destroying people on this Buswell. But Blair gets also a KO. Zorak with the first early gank on level 5 already is going to go in and pick up a KO for himself as well. Zorak now looking for the engage as well again. Could we go towards top path? Spectator, please. Top path. Top path. There's stuff happening there. All Might getting caught almost. And Blair, though, no one finding a KO. This Adigos stuck at very low HP right now. Barely level 3. But Scare is about to level 5. And we have Mew actually taking on the Zorak in mid path. Or Synthveria. Another KO for the side of S8UL Esports. Superpower goes in. Now Buswell very strong on level 5, of course. Is gonna get easily last hits right here. Nothing Lapras can really do about it. Oh, but actually no, if he misses the superpower, I guess though. But in the end, CrisHeroes is the hero and gets the 5 points still and the last hit for S8UL Esports. Might be chased down right here, but nah, Lapras doesn't have enough damage right now to chase down the support. And as soon as CrisHeroes has, you know, Moonlight up again, it's quite easy for it to run away because it gets extra move speed from it. Snowy chasing down, who is it? The Adigos, who's still stuck level 3, just this little vegetable Paprika. And it still just goes down. Struggling to find any experience right now. S8UL Esports again taking over this early game. Level 7 already for Glaceon, level 7 for Buswell, level 7, or level 8 already for Glaceon now. So FS Esports already falling very far behind. Still stuck on level 3. And also 2 level lead now for the Buswell on top path. S8UL is looking to just snowball this game in these early minutes. All Might already with the smackdown as well, now looking for the superpower into the last hits. Badge almost late already as well. And the Gardevoir is still stuck on level 7 right now, and the Adigos almost going down again. Just bounces around there, gets sniped by the Solar Beam. Oh my god, tragic. And they get 3 KOs on bot path. A triple kill from you in the end, 30 points going as well. 105 no for S8UL Esports, still a level 3 vegetable running around. 25 more points going for Slowbro, already at 137. It looks like FS Esports is just crushed right now. They're completely crushed. Snowy going forward as well again. Looking for the Curlia, almost having enough damage. Surf's gonna land onto Mr. Mime. Are they gonna try to break this goal? Oh my, the Icy speed damage is so much, flying in very far, dealing lots of damage. And yeah, S8UL Esports with a huge lead in this game. Level 9 for Glaceon, level 10 almost for Mew. Is about to hit it here from this NED. And almost level 9 for the Buswell as well. Actually, Rook was able to steal this one away. So we're going to deny the level lead for now a bit, but not all too much. Isaac is going in again onto Lapras. And now S8UL Esports might just look for this Regieleki. They could keep the spot path. Actually, no, this is at 17 points. They don't want to get those Regieleki. They're just going to go for Blair instead. Superpower smackdown onto the Zorak. Most important members down right now. Buswell flying in with the United as well. Looking for the next superpower. Is going to try hit it, but he's actually going to miss the smackdown. Does connect on Adigos, who finally gets the evolution done. But a lot of points going anyways. 35. Oh, it was actually at 47, not at 17. I guess I mislooked a tiny bit. It's already 186 now points for S8UL Esports. They're going to pick up a free Regieleki as well. And it's going to head towards the second goal. They still have Mew and CrisHeroes Unite for the best of fighting, but Mime also getting caught. And if Esports have to defend this in a 4v5, Blair is sitting around looking for the flank. But of course, he's up against a Slowbro Unite move. He goes in, he's instantly going to get clicked on and is going to get down. Adigos also caught again. Taken down. Slowbro is eject buttoning forward onto the enemy goal zone. And what that superpower smacks one of the members onto Gardevoir. Mime also taken down. What is S8UL Esports doing right now with FS Esports? Oh my god, they're completely just destroying them. This is not good for their mental. Getting this destroyed. 320 points in just 5 minutes. Wow. They're standing no chance right now. There's all these bot experience also still up that S8UL Esports can take right now. All these indies up for grabs. So Esports looking absolutely insane right now in this game. And now we have also the Reggie spawning on bot path. And we have the Glaceon already starting to go for level 12. There's a Gardevoir United, but instant reaction by Badge there with the eject button, paying very good attention. Now wonderfully ejected by the Mew to not get caught in it. And now Rook almost falling again. And Clefable is going to secure the Registeel for S8UL Esports. Looking for the goal on this as well now. They're going to try to look for a huge cap. They have 30 points on Clefable. They're going to go for that one. Maximize their points. And they're already at 350 now. So he's going to take a free mid... Actually, he's going to try to run towards top path now. He's going to take the mid Itaria for free. Picks it up quite easily. No contention there from FS Esports. And I don't know what they can do right now. They don't even have... I mean, they have good team fighting. Lapras has good team fighting. Gardevoir, Edigos, Mr. Mime as well. But, man, they're so far behind. And again, Zoroark. He's up against Gravity. Up against Smackdown Superpower. Up against Slowbro Unite move. It's so difficult for the Zoroark to actually find a team fight. S8UL going in with the Superpower Smackdown into Unite move as well. Flies up, going to enter Gardevoir. Eject button away from the Superpower is going to keep Gardevoir alive for now. S8UL might be caught. There's All Might going down. And that could be a KO. That gives FS Esports a chance to come back into this game. They're going to go for this Regieleki now. Mew's still around. Looking for the Solar Beams. Actually going in with the Unite move right here. Looking for the last one on the Regieleki. Who's going to get it one? Zoroark is going to secure it with that Unite move. And the fight's going to break out now. Gardevoir does get caught by the Glaceon in the end. But Snowy's also going to fall. That's a huge KO for FS Esports. This is the comeback they needed. The comeback fight. Rex is also going to fall. He does get a boost auto take on Edigos, which gets him a KO. But for sure not getting out of this one. Can't get away from a Zoroark, who has like no cooldowns on his moves. Gets taken out with the final feint attack. And I might just try to defend this Regieleki to make sure that FS Esports doesn't catch up in points. You can actually stun Regieleki if it doesn't cast abilities. It's quite weird. So as soon as Regieleki is casting in a move, it's unstoppable. But afterwards you can pick it up again and stun it around. You just can't when it's casting one of its moves. Doing that, it's actually unstoppable. And now we have 10 seconds for the next Regi to spawn on bot path. And S8UL Esports, of course, in position for this. FS Esports just have to farm some experience. But they're not too far behind now anymore when it comes to XP. Lapras level 13. We also have Zoroark on level 13. And then Registeel now being taken for free. And that's so much damage on a S8UL, on Mew, on Glaceon. Moonlight is also going to heal more. It's actually... Registeel is crazy for this team. Also remember, like, healers, like Clefable is going to heal more having a Registeel. Also increases special attack, and special attack makes you heal more. So, absolutely nuts to get the Registeel right here. It's looking terrible for FS Esports. I don't know what they can even do. They have to just try to brute force away onto the Glaceon. But very good defenses with the Clefable Slowbro. It's going to be very good peeling. And Glaceon is staying it safe, just keeping up those Icicle crystals right now at level 14 as well. Looks for the Icicle Spear onto Lapras. Does get hit by Bubble Beam. It's not going to matter. Lapras dropping on to half HP. And if Esports just have to look for engage, we actually have S8UL Esports just poking on this Rayquaza. With FS Esports is nowhere to be found. Zoroark is going for the 100 cap. Mew is going to stop it. There's Glaceon not going as well. Blair might be chased down right here. Solar Beam is going to land as well into boost auto attack. And Icicle Spear is doing connect. And Blair is going to fall. Can't get away from it. Gets taken down. Superpower. Smackdown onto the Lapras. Into another Superpower. Lapras standing no chance. Getting perma-stunned by the S8UL. S8UL flying now up. But it's not going to hit the Unite move actually. There's only 1 minute left. Only 1 minute left for FS Esports to make something happen. And now we have soldiers going for this Rayquaza. Just want to get it off the map to make sure they can't just lose a 5v5 again. There's the Fly and the Solar Beam. And so it takes an insane first game of the Grand Final Reset. Second game of the Grand Final Reset now in India. We have on the left side Sylveon, Dodrio, a Clefable, a Lapras with... What is that Lapras build? Okay, he's changing around. He has Razor Claw on the Lapras right now, which I think is going to get changed. And a Ninetales going up against Slowbro, Delphox, Blastoise, Chandelure, and Edigos. S8UL Esports looking very just solid, double defender, double backline with a solid support. But, you know, the team of FS Esports also looks quite decent in this game too. But I think S8UL Esports has the better team comp. There we go, FS Esports. This is a big challenge. They just got absolutely crushed in the last game. And one of the biggest things you need to have as a pro player is mental. You have to be just focused there. It doesn't matter how much you get crushed. You have to just go into the next game and not think about what just happened in the last one. So let's see if FS Esports have some sort of mental, you know, capacities to make sure they have a closer game. Because that first game in the Grand Final Reset was absolutely brutal. And some players would for sure be very tilted. And you know, one of the biggest challenges, like not going quiet, right? Like if a game goes bad, there's a lot of players in games that just go quiet and stop talking and just play the game on autopilot, especially if you get crushed this hard. We're going to see if FS Esports can pull it back. But S8UL Esports looking great. All Might now this time on the blast, so he's not back on the bus wall. Almost level 4. And Blair running in. Looking for... Let's see if it's going to be Drill Pack or Tritech. I didn't quite see it yet. I think it's going to be Drill Pack because I think Tritech... Oh no, there's the Tritech actually coming out. I thought he would have used it, but no. Just waiting now for the Atari to spawn. And they're going to go for this first fight on this top path. Goes for the Tritech. Shenlu doing so much damage on the overheat, and Clefairy is going to get taken down. Wartortle with the KO. After Shenlu pretty much prepared it for the Wartortle. And try to dive onto this goal now as well, but don't want to overextend, of course, after getting this first KO of the game. Already winning. I mean, All Might really wants to score points, of course, but can't always go for it. His Water Spout goes in. He's going to be a Rapid Spin Water Spout, Blastoise. And Sylveon actually moving away now, so this gives Wartortle the chance to score 20 points for free. FS Esports of leaving their top path completely exposed to it, which I feel like is a huge mistake. But Sylveon, I mean, had to run towards the center area to maybe help out from an invade, but in the end they lose a lot of points already. And Wartortle is going to stack up those special specs a bit easier as well now after making sure he gets rid of those points. I mean, I don't think the XP share on Ninetales is too bad. I think it's totally fine. Ninetales doesn't really need a lot of experience to deal damage. It's more like a stun bot, right? And Lapras with more experience is actually better than a Ninetales with a lot of experience, at least what I think, because Lapras is going to become unkillable if it gets a lot of experience. So actually, I like the XP share on Ninetales. I do like it. You guys are hating in chat on it, but I think it's actually quite good. Ninetales just needs level 6 and it's good to go. And a level 13-14 Lapras in late game, which gets all the experience funneled, is going to be much better than level 30 Ninetales. So, and you need XP share, right? Like, one member has to have XP share. And they just want to make sure that Lapras gets as much experience as possible, which right now is looking quite bad though, because the Stay Fox almost level 8 already. Fire Blast, Fire Spin is going to hit. And Badge is completely taken for the spot path as well. So again, S8UL Esports winning top bot and Central at the same time. Actually, even though they're not winning Central because Dodu has more experience than Chandelure, but yeah, so far couldn't really find out too much either anyways. I mean, XP share is an OP item. You have to have it on every lane in pro play. Like, you lose way too much experience if you don't have XP share, so... And there's want their Lapras to be tankier and stronger, so I think it's fine. I think it's totally fine. All Might now stacking for free. About to level A and Badge almost level 9 already. Doing very good on the Delphox in this early game. Level 9 for a lane Fox is very good. Fire Spin is going to land. Sylveon has to jump across the wall as well. And across the Fire Spin. Tries to go for the Slow Burner, but not doing out too much damage. So much eject to the right side. Delphox with a very defensive Unite Move right here. Was scared of getting Dofon. And now we have FS Esports going for this Registeel. And they might just be able to pick it up unless Slowbro can see the way the surf comes through. But Dorio is securing it for FS Esports. And now they for sure have much better early game. Mystic Fire goes in. They're going for Eldegoss as well. Next, Eldegoss barely living with a point puff healing. But they're going to return it onto Ninetales. And get a KO there. And again, Blastoise just stacking for free on top path. So S8UL Esports, they do lose the Reggie. But they're still for sure ahead in this game right now. 3 level 9 Pokemon up against 2 level 9 Pokemon on the left side. But it's very even right now. Lapras also hitting level 9 now, so... It's 3 9s and 2 7s against 3 9s and 2 7s. Let's see how much this Fire Spin, Fire Blast, Delphox can do in team fights. It's quite annoying to play against. One Fire Spin and Dodrio is going to not have fun. Regieleki now being taken by FS Esports. Dropping to under half HP. And Blastoise through eject buttoning forward, looking for the last one, Regieleki, and he gets it! He secures the Regieleki for FS Esports, for S8UL Esports, and they're going to look for this goal as well now. It's going to for sure work, but it's going to walk into a goal that has 16 points left. But in the end, they just explode 2 more members. They can just run towards the next goal zone. Straight up, there's no jump pass yet. That's 80 points going in already. Dorio trying to save it with the Unite Move, but I can't quite make it in time. Eldegoss going for 28 points and gets it off as well. And S8UL Esports, with a push, gets the second goal done instantly as well. That's actually the best case scenario that happened out of the Regieleki clearing the first goal. FS Esports just getting caught, losing 2 members instantly. Allows Soul for a huge push into the second goal. Dorio does get some points in as well, but not all too much. 34 more points going for the slow bro. And that's another 150 point lead already now in this game. Fire Spin onto Lapras. And Soul is just looking so strong right now. They're for sure looking like the best team from India right now, looking at today. Insane loser bracket final as well. Already 2-0 up against FS Esports. Already 3-0 kind of now. Of course, it's a bracket reset. But they're currently on like a 5-game winning streak in this in the top 3, so looking very, very good. Lapras does take down Shenlu on top path. All Might has to run away, almost getting taken down as well. So FS Esports with a huge push now into top goal. And they're going to try to go for some more. 40 and 36 points. There can Blastoise defend is the question. No one is there. Blastoise with the Unite move though. Goes to the water spot, rapid spin. And I think it should be the end of the push. Scared just runs back in. Gets taken down. I think he was trying to get into Draining Kiss range. But just gets taken down by the water spout. Questionable decision there by the Sylveon to just run back in. Or literally 100 HP or 200 HP. Gets taken down. And now... But it's only 140 points now, so they close the gap a tiny bit. Next, Reggie is up on bot path, and it's going to be Regice. And S8UL Esports is in full control of this. Ninetales can try to steal it away. Edgosh is flying up, going for some damage right now. And Regice is secured by S8UL Esports. Meanwhile, we have FS Esports work on this Regieleki. Blastoise is around, looking for the water spot, rapid spin, maybe to steal it away. There's no way. The right, he gets it. Nah, he doesn't get it. Lapras secures it. He almost gets Dojo, has to run away now. Might be caught though. Berserk just X-speeding in, and All Might is going to get taken down. But 26 more points going for Delphox. They're going to clear the first goal on bot as well. But I think Regieleki might just walk in now. Oh no, it's still too far away. They're going to pick up the Sylveon, and they're going to head towards the goal on bot path to make sure they can break this one at least. Slowbro is around, but he's currently alone. Delphox now running back towards the jump pad. On his way to bot path as well. Delphox still has Unite move up, could use it one more time. Is he going to do it? Yes, of course he's going to do it. Delphox has the lowest cooldown out of any Unite move in the game. Can still easily use it at 250 as well and still have it for the Ray fight. And that's a good defense. Making sure they don't get 50 points in for free. Water Sport Rapid Spin going in as well. Looking for the Ninetales. Ninetales gets taken down. But there's the level 13 Lapras now that we've been talked about. All that experience funded into the Lapras. Makes it quite the raid boss. But Regieleki now taken. Cleared. And we're heading towards the final 2 minutes. In just 15 seconds. Level 13 for Delphox and Shenlu on the right side. Blastoise is also very close to level 13. Just hit it now. On the left side we have level 13 on Lapras, Dojo, and Sylveon currently on level 12. So just one level advantage for S8UL Esports, not all too much. The game is very, very even in experience. No one's close to 14 yet either. But S8UL Esports with complete control. There's a Fire Spin, Fire Blast landing onto Ninetales. Almost taken down already. Rex looking for the basic attack. But of course, Ninetales is barely out of range there. Does not fall to it. Shenlu is defending bot goal. So with a over 100 point lead. Surf goes in onto the Clefable, into the Fire Spin. Can they finish off the Clefable? Has the eject button away to safety? And F Esports has no way into this pit right now. There's Fire Spins, there are Surfs, overheats. They just can't walk into it right now. They have to somehow brute force away from a different angle if they want to walk into the Rayquaza pit. And they need Lapras as well for sure to be on this front line. But man, S8UL Esports is zoning them out very, very, very well right now. But Sylveon is going to go for the 100 back cap on top path. Top path is open. And it's going to put FS Esports just 9 points behind. The fight's breaking out. The Blastoise with the move going forward, hitting 3 members. Edgo's landing as well. Knight is already down by the layers of Chandelure. We have Clefable flying to the enemy team right now, trying to follow me back out. But it's not going to work. Is he going to live? Now we have Sylveon jumping across Chandelure, looking for the KO onto the Candon. He actually does get it. Sylveon gets the KO. 50 seconds left. This game is going to be so close. And Lapras trying to score 100 points. Gets interrupted with a Fire Spin, Fire Blast. But it's not going to be enough damage to take down this Lapras. Bash is still going to chase it a tiny bit though to make sure that Lapras can't just reset for free. There's only 40 seconds left. Clefable running towards the right side, maybe running towards the enemy base though now to score some more points. Rex getting caught as the eject button across the ice avalanche. But Scare goes down. Sylveon. Edgo's running back towards the right side base. It's going to be such a chaotic last 20 seconds. But Knight is also taken down. Clefable, Edgos, knowing there might be backup happening, runs towards the enemy base or to his own base, is going to defend it. And All Might running towards the enemy left side to make sure that in case someone is still backcapping, he gets some points. And 10 seconds left, only 9-point lead, but Clefable has too many points. Can Dory still make it? 4 seconds left. Can Dory score 1 time? That would be enough if he scores 1 time, but no, he has too many points as well. Can't quite do it. And S8UL Esports are going to be the champions of India with a 4-0, well, a 2-0 and a 2-0 in the grand final. Congrats to them. They're going to be the first seed from India, heading to the World Championship. In a 9-point victory right here. So close in the end, but they do it.